Hey guys, Coach LJ here, and today we are going to focus on the psoas muscle. So I'm going to give you 3 posts. One is going to be stretching, the second one is going to be on strengthening, and the third one is going to be on activating that muscle. Well, we actually activate it every day, but what actually happens is responsible for walking, running, and any of those sort of movements that we do to get around. But because we sit so much these days, it gets tight. And again, it gets very, very sore. And when we end up being bent over like this to the front, our back is going to be affected and we're not using our big glute muscles. So they're all attached. As we say, everything is connected to everything. So we start with the stretch. So I'm going to give you a very, very simple stretch to start with. Because you know, when you're tight there, it can be hard to do the more advanced stretches. So we start very, very simply. So if you just come down onto the floor, now I'm using this here, but this can be a wall all the way up. And if you simply just come down and put your shins up the wall and sit like this, and then basically just push your hips into the ground. If you're very tight, you will already feel a stretch there. So this can be done at home. So again, engage and push, you just tilt your hips and just push them into the ground, and you feel that lovely stretch there. Now to make this a little bit more difficult, you can then come down and then you can start again, push your hips in and lift up at the same time. Okay, if that's too hard, just go to where you're comfortable. And then you can basically just work into getting a little higher all the time. We can keep advancing this, and then you can grab on here and you can lift the leg at the same time, or you can put 2 straps on your legs and pull them forward. So we can always make it a little bit harder, but start there. The next one that we can do is basically up the wall, or what's called a couch stretch. So again, you're using this here, I'm pretending this is a couch, but your foot can be on the wall. Get your knee as close as you can. When you're starting this will be very difficult to do, so don't worry if your knee is quite a bit from the wall. Aim to get it back. Now, the first thing we need to do is go slightly forward. You'll see we do one like this, quite similar in the mobilizers, but this is another way of doing it. So go slightly forward, and then you need to do a pelvic tilt here, and we feel that stretch all the way there, going right down the thigh. And then if you lift this arm up, you actually extend it right up, and we're giving a nice little stretch. Don't, again, try not to go backwards like this because you'll hurt your back. Just instead tilt your hip forward. That's another great way of doing it. While you're down here as well, you can actually go a little bit forward, tilt the hip, and then you can actually just add a little in by turning, doing a little thoracic twist on it. Or you can basically put your arm up, and okay, so we're going to go towards this leg out here and pull over. So we're going to open up the hip as well. So that's a really great way of doing it. Now, if all that fails, remember we did this again in the mobilizers. Again, you can always put this leg back, bring the hip forward, and bring your arm up. If for balance, it's often easier to do both, but then you're hitting the transverse as well, so that's a good way of doing it. And then put your leg back. Now, if you're not able to get down really, really low, that's okay. That's okay, you don't have to. Okay, it's enough just to be up into this position, bring your hip forward and lift your arm up, or lift both arms up. You can ease back down into it. So there's 3 little stretches that you can start for the psoas. Practice those dailies and open up those hip flexors there, so you're going to start to feel a little bit more comfortable and straighten up your body. Your glutes and the rest of your body will thank you. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.